The story begins with Akita instructing someone to cooperate with him just this once and allow him to inspect their belongings. The detective's questioning unnerved the two individuals and they began to pressure him, threatening him with unimaginable pain they will inflict on him. Akita recounted that their suspicious behavior had prompted him to double-check everything before moving on. As they continued their resistance, someone from behind swiftly retrieved a bag full of drugs from the man's pocket, confirming his possession. As they both gasped for air, realizing they had been caught, they attempted a quick escape. The man shoved Akita and ran, but the female detective didn't hesitate, emerging from behind and tackling the man to the ground, instantly arresting him. Ruka held nothing back, going straight into attack mode. As the man grunted in pain beneath her, she silenced him. Akita wondered if she ever took it easy on anyone. After their shift, both of them were at a restaurant. Akita commented that Ruka had messed up badly as searching someone's belongings without proper cause was illegal. She retorted that both individuals were under the influence and high as kites and nevertheless they had found drugs on them in broad daylight. As he corrected her, mentioning that there was a process and procedure to follow, she exclaimed that it was just annoying and began to expound her philosophy on ethics and morality. Akita looked away knowing she was beyond reasoning for the day. Clenching her fist, Ruka declared that she became a detective to catch criminals who commit heinous crimes against mankind. That was her sole mission. When Akita questioned who that might be, she reminded him of a person committing very violent crimes all over the city, the Crimson Killer. Some considered him a vigilante, targeting criminals released before their full sentences were served. Criminals involved in robbery, voyeurism, arson, sexual abuse of minors, and hit and run were all his targets. Those who survived these encounters called him the Kurzukam. As their chilling and scary story concluded, they left. Akita asked if she would be okay on her own going back home, and she told him to watch out for himself. As she walked away, she glanced back and clenched her fist, telling Akita to catch the Kurosukam together. Ignoring her words, he thought to himself that it was statistically impossible to catch him. Investigating on his own made the task incredibly difficult. As he reflected on his younger self, he questioned why he had grown up to find excuses for every challenge in his path. Lost in thought, someone from behind leaned on him and greeted him. With a threatening look and voice, they told him to spare a moment of his time. He questioned their identity and someone from the back stealthily positioned a sharp long knife just outside his rib cage, telling Akita that he wouldn't want to get hurt. Right? The thugs dragged him to a nightclub's basement where outside noise was barely audible. There someone called out, "Mi-chan." The two thugs pointed at Akita and asked if he was the one who had busted their operation. There he saw the girl he had encountered previously but who had escaped. With an annoying and loud voice she shouted, "That's the cop who nabbed Tyr. This is him." As she said this, one of the guys leaned slightly and asked if she would let them have sex with her after they were done beating him up. She replied, yes, she would let them all do it later, but they had to keep it a secret from Tyr. Figuring they were all wasted, he thought, I am really stuck with these coked-up suckers. He told them to calm down and that there was no need to make things worse. How about we talk outside? Without a word, one of the thugs punched Ida hard, immediately causing his nose to bleed. Another thug asked the girl if they could really have their way with her. She clenched her fist and told them to hurt him more. Akita shouted, wait, only to be kicked. The impact sent him to the ground, and while covering his face, all of them made sure each blow landed and was as painful as the last. One of the thugs asked if they had gone a bit overboard. They muttered amongst themselves, all sweating and catching their breaths. As blood rushed to his head as he kept saying this, the girl arrogantly leaned towards him and blew smoke in his face, mocking him and asking if he would like them to call an ambulance for what they were about to do to him. One of the thugs told the girl to relax as involving a public service would land them in big trouble. Another guy added that he was a detective. He would probably come after them after this. They all muttered amongst themselves and concluded that it was best for them to just kill him and bury him somewhere far away. As Akita heard this, he shouted, wait, I'm not going to snitch no matter what. Please don't. Get your hands involved in blood, I beg you. The thugs didn't believe a single word coming out of his mouth. However, they were all interrupted as someone knocked on the door 3 times. This startled everyone and they questioned who it was. The thugs themselves had no idea and wondered if his partner was there. But Akita questioned himself if she really would be. As one of the guys suggested a clever plan, they would hold a knife close to him and stab him as soon as the door opened. Akita struggled and tried to move only to be hit by a strong knee to the gut. One of the guys opened the door. As the man holding the knife readied himself to stab, they all heard a thud from the door. There a mysterious girl wearing all black stood holding a bat and a man was groaning in pain beside her. The girl smashed the bat on his face very hard and upon closer look, blood covered his mouth. The girl with the thug asked, "What are you doing?" The mysterious girl replied, "Isn't it obvious what I'll be doing?" Then she hit the guy in the face so hard that it broke his teeth and knocked him down. The girl added, "I am here to break all of you." We saw her face. She had long black hair and wore a school uniform with long black boots. As she dragged her bat, one of the guys grabbed her collar and pinned her. She broke his arm with ease and then smashed his face hard. His friend tried to hit her with a glass bottle, but she countered with the back of the bat, hitting him right on the chin and then swung a strong right. McCann grabbed her bat with which she had attacked everyone and shouted, "You underestimate us." The girl grabbed the broken bottle, revealing its sharp and pointy bottom, and stabbed her in the face so hard that blood spurted dead, creating a shower of blood. As the blood fell on the mysterious girl's face with a lustful expression, she muttered and moaned so warm. Akita quickly realized that she killed criminals. This woman was the serial killer who had been haunting the streets. He called out her name, Kurukam. Catching her attention, she glanced back and asked, "How do you know me?" Without any further conversation, she was ready to end him as well. He decided to fight for his life with words and told her, "I am not from their crew or anything. I am actually a detective." She bluntly asked, "So what if you are a detective?" Akita muttered that Kurukam had been targeting all the criminals. "Doesn't that mean you kill criminals?" She replied, "I never said I only kill the criminals. They are the most convenient targets. They have no family, no friends, no relations, which makes them easy to kill. Plus, the police turn a blind eye to them as well. And almost all criminals have a long list of grudges, which means it's easy to put the blame on someone else." Smiling, she finished her sentence by saying, "It was hard to be caught by the police this way. But since you are a detective, that means you will most likely capture me, right?" As he sweated heavily, knowing she was unstable and could attack him any second, she ended up stabbing him in his shoulder. He screamed in pain as she said, "I am not so picky about my victims." But the pain melted his brain. He tried to walk away, but the earlier beating had made it harder for him to move normally. He was sure that this girl had no normal emotions and this was just going to be indiscriminate murder. Along with her murders, she was also actively trying to cover up the murder tracks. Pinned to a side, he concluded that she was a cold-blooded monster who killed for the sake of killing. As he thought hard about what to do and how to escape, he considered fighting her off for a while calling the police. But seeing her tackle the thugs was a sign that she knew her moves and was properly trained. Fighting her wouldn't guarantee him another day. Begging would just put a smile on her face, and running was useless as well. As the girl was about to attack him, he figured anything that could ensure his survival would work and told the girl, "Why don't we kill together?" The girl froze for a second, her eyes widening to hear that unexpected response. She asked, "Kill together?" As Akita tried to figure out what to say next, the girl's stare intensified, and he decided to just go with the flow. "I am a detective. Every day I get paid to deal with low-class, stupid, no-name criminals. I am fully aware that they are scum of the earth. Take for instance these garbage who decided to beat me up for nabbing one of their useless cuckold friends. If you are killing criminals, I want to help." He added further, "I can help you destroy all the evidence that will be against you and tell you about the status of the investigation. This way you can kill more and more and not get caught. I will be protecting you and the two of us will make the perfect partners." As he thought to himself that didn't sound very clear, he was surprised to see the girl smile and tell him that she was happy to hear that. She threw the bottle and turned, becoming more approachable, telling him that it was the first time someone had ever said something like that to her. Akita couldn't believe she bought it and wondered if he was safe or not. The girl told him that he had just proposed to her, right? As she touched his cheek, she told him that accomplices never betray each other. It was an eternal bond that ran deeper than blood, just like marriage. She told him with an evil look and obsessive expression. Akita reflected and told himself that he had gotten the attention of a freak of nature and was still trying to call for backup and arrest her. Suddenly someone hit her head from the back, knocking her down. Her body dropped with a loud thud. Akita's eyes widened to see that one of the bullies had gotten up from the beating and yelled with a thunderous voice, "That under broke my bloody nose. How am I supposed to have sex now?" As Akita grabbed the broken sharp bottle, he pointed it towards him. Just as they were about to clash, the girl lightly pushed the thug towards Akita and the sharp glass lodged in the thug's flesh. In terror and confusion, Akita asked, "What are you doing?" With an evil devilish expression, she told Akita, We are going to kill this criminal together. As he tried to stop her, she went into a different mental state and started telling him her emotions during murdering someone. As she slowly pushed the thug more and more, the bottle was crushed deeper into his body. The girl continued on with her fetish for warm blood from human bodies. And she yelled, "This is going to be our first murder together." As the glass severed the breathing tube inside his body, instantly killing him while he gasped for air. After the brutal murder, Akita was drained with guilt and sat there with great fear. The girl got a hold of his badge and she kept muttering his name over and over again. As she told him to relax, saying the guilt usually went away after some time. She added, "I am just so happy that we got to have our first kill so soon. We need to change our clothes now. The amount of blood we have on our clothes won't go away after washing." Akita interrupted her, telling her that she had done it all on purpose. "You pretended to get hurt and knocked out so you could corner me and make me kill him, so I would have no option other than to be your accomplice." As she glanced at him, she praised him for figuring everything out and told him that he was the one who started it. "I followed your voice and we had our first kill together. But it seems it is a problem for you. Do you have anything you want to say to me?" she added. As he approached her, he grabbed her firmly and kissed her gently with blood splattering from his head. The kiss lasted for a few seconds and Akita started to repeat the wedding vows. "In sickness and in health I will kill with you. Will you do the same for me?" As she blushed, she muttered, "I will." Akita reflected that he had told a lie to get out alive. Now if that lie was discovered, he would be killed. As Kuro the girl knelt down elegantly, she told him, "I take you as my accomplice to have you hold you from this day onward till death do us part." Akita replied, with a fake smile, telling her, "Same here." And the chapter ends. If you enjoyed diving into this manga with me, don't forget to smash that like button. It helps more than you know.